That's funny how we get our black romance. I could have killed you. You could have killed me. We didn't. Let's kiss. It's kind of crazy.
Let's kiss and do other things.
I know, right? Let me kill a different way.
A week.
Life is like a basketball game. Sometimes you're up, other times you're down. Opponents and adversaries coming at you left and right. However, it's not the challenges you face that define you. What defines you is how you play the game. And I play to win. Welcome to my world, Carlton's world.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Turn my sound on. There we go.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Carlton's World. I'm excited about this episode because I have a special guest in the building. My guy right here, man. My partner in podcasting, as I call him.
There we go.
It's Fire and Ice Reunited, bro.
There we go. There we go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But this is I definitely am honored to have you here, man. Into my world, into my space. I definitely had to have you come on, man. It's a privilege to have you here.
Definitely. I appreciate you having me, man. You've been doing a lot of good things, so shout out to you for that too.
Now, I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna get, and of course, I gotta give you your flowers while you're here, because again, man, you are definitely one of the first people in the area that I knew that was doing this thing, that's doing podcasting. So I definitely want to give a shout out to you, all the work you're doing, all the great work you're doing. And also, too, just for our years of Fire and Ice, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, we did 100 plus episodes.
I know, man.
And
Jesus.
Yeah, man, yeah. We've had a journey.
Sometimes 2 a week, 3 a week sometimes. So.
Right. We've had a journey with this thing. And you know what's crazy? People, even to this day, people are still asking me, when y'all doing another episode of Fire and Ice? I'm like, you know, we will.
Which is crazy when you think about it, because we do it like at least once a year. We've done one since then. Like,
That's true.
We always linked up and did something, so.
That's true. Yeah. So this we'll just consider this the reunion.
Yeah. Maine with the cool.
Yeah, man. Carlton with the heat for sure. But yeah, man, I definitely want to bring you here because I want to talk about on today's pod. I want to talk about power. We have not talked about power in a long time. This is something we used to do on Fire and Ice. We used to talk about different shows and give our critiques and our comments and our thoughts about what's going on. And so I definitely want to do that today here on Carlton's World because they made 2 announcements.
Yeah.
They made 2 announcements. Starz announced that, first of all, they're doing another prequel series with the Power Universe. They're actually going to do an introduction of younger Tommy and younger Ghost. So we're going to see that. And then they also announced that the upcoming season of Power Book 2 Ghost, it will be the final season. Yeah. They're breaking it up into 2 parts.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate though. I did start to like the Ghost one. I did like that. It just was sometimes it seemed like it wasn't realistic. You know, that's the only thing.
Elaborate.
And he was in school like doing all that stuff with no car. Like this is my man is like catching bodies and stuff with no car. Like he just killing people walking away. He Michael Myers now. It's just insane. So, but I mean, I liked how they brought new people in. Like, think about Mary J. Blige and how she grew on the show. Because my first season, that was not what I wanted to see. But you start to like her character. You start to not see that her blemishes in acting, you know, as much. Woody, I forgot his real name, but
it's Woody. Yeah, Woody McClain.
Great actor. I like his role. Honestly, I'm kind of mad because you would want to spin off from him, but this is a spin off from him because he's so young, you know,
right?
In the show.
So I was they were definitely gonna get to that. Cause I want to talk about more about book 2, because definitely book 2 is actually my favorite book out of all the books. And actually, originally I was gonna have Quad on here because Quad, like
that's the power.
That's
connoisseur.
the power. The power connoisseur.
Trying to tell you, shout out to Quad.
Yeah, man, because if one person loves power, regardless of if it's trash or not, it's Quad.
Quad lived life like he Ghost, man. I'm telling you right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he got a trench coat somewhere just because Ghost had a trench coat.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to get him on the pod when he's available and definitely talk about power. But yeah, man, I definitely want to talk about that because again, my question to you, and maybe you've answered it already, because we have Ghost, we have book 2 Ghost, we have book 3 Raising Kanan, and we have book 4 Force. Out of the books, which one is the one that you like the most?
I'm a big fan of Raising Kanan. I love Raising Kanan. You didn't ask this question about the least one. I'm sorry. It's still a Tommy one. I just but I watch it. Now when I say least, we joke a lot on social media. So sometimes it's just for shock value. We got our own like personality on social media. So I'm joking on most time, but I respect art. So the show is not bad. It's just the one I like the least out of all of them. That's all. I'll watch it. It's not bad. It's just when I watch at least out of all of them. But what I will say is it is the one that is more realistic in the style of script writing, and it's just it's like we don't know none of these characters besides Tommy. Everybody's just like foreign to us. So I like that aspect of it. But when you start to grow these characters, you start to develop a feel of knowing to these characters. So like when we got the Power Book 2 Ghost, you know these characters like, oh, that's from such and such, that's from such and such. Ain't none of that in Tommy's. It's just like, oh, another new person, okay. Another Italian, okay. You know.
First of all, I want to recommend your growth because I love how you are no longer saying stuff is trash and all that stuff. You have grown a lot. I can appreciate that. However, my brother, I am definitely going to have to disagree.
Yeah, I know you love Tommy series.
No. I definitely don't love Tommy series. I'm not going to say it's trash. But like the
hard to follow.
It's really hard to follow. I think the first season definitely. You said book 2 is unrealistic. To me, book 4 seems unrealistic as far as the first season. You got this. I know Tommy was raised in the streets and all this other stuff. But I'm talking about even with his relationship with the two brothers.
Yeah,
it's like you got this white man coming in here like we black men. We're not gonna really take stuff like that lying down, especially if that's your territory. You know what I'm saying?
And it's Chicago, so let's just be realistic there.
Exactly.
Like, they don't even play over there. Like they don't play at all.
Exactly.
You make a diss record, they're gonna kill you. So imagine that.
Yeah. So I just kind of felt like just the way they brought Tommy into the situation felt unrealistic to me. I will say that between season 1 and season 2, it was a lot better. Season 2 was a lot easier. A lot easier.
Yeah, it was easy to follow. Yeah, definitely.
And to digest versus season 1.
But they did more character development in season 2. We always talk about that when we do our series. Like the character development part is so crucial, and I think season 1 they just threw them out there, no development at all. Like this is is that. It's like, okay, well, how? What's the backstory? Like how is this person in charge? How is this person? So seeing it in season 2 was easier. For me as well. So, but the Raising Kanan, we might like that so much. It's just because it's the nostalgia for me, like the '90s New York. It's like you don't get that. Like you can watch New York Undercover, you get it there. You know, there's certain shows you can watch, you get that. You don't have no new show that give you New York in the '90s. That's at its peak. Like after that, it was over. Like New York haven't rained in a long time. So that's what I like the most about it. Like it's the context of like the wearing certain clothes and the certain jackets you see, the style, like their style of dressing. I like to see all of that. It make me feel at home. That's what it mainly is, more than the script. It's just the feel of nostalgia when I'm watching it.
Got you. So my issue with Raising Kanan, and again, I'm saying all this as I'm still I do enjoy the series as a whole. I've watched Power since the very beginning, so there's no way I'm not gonna not watch it because I need to see how all of this is gonna conclude eventually. But with Raising Kanan, first of all, I was not a fan of Kanan on the original Power. I didn't like his character at all.
Yeah.
So the when there was like, oh, we're gonna give him a spinoff, we're gonna see his humble beginnings, I didn't care. I was like, whatever. But I was gonna watch it anyway to see what was going on. The other issue that was bothering me, and they've gotten a lot better with it, was the accents. The accents were bothering me. I was like,
going too hard.
They was doing a little bit too hard on the broads. It was just like, because I know, of course, you're from New York. I know a lot of people that's from that area, and I was like, they don't sound like that.
You know, with you being a director and stuff, I would ask you like, how hard is it to cast that? Because typically you want to cast people that's just really from New York, but obviously those might not be the best actors.
Right. True.
So you got one that's from California, the one of her brothers, because he played in Snowfall too. And you got her other brother who's I think he's from like Midwest like that. So many people they ain't from East Coast. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how hard is it for them to really try to mimic a New York accent? People do it all their life, but they always do it with extra. So like they should have had like mimiking, not mimicking, but like coaching.
I would say it's a dialect coach. Yeah. Like I said, like I will say it's improved. See, we're just talking about overall as far as we're talking. Season 1, it was kind of like, it was again hard to digest.
Kanan's is hard though. Kanan's his that mother part would be crazy.
But
That's
what's
insane.
crazy is Kanan's wasn't the worst on season 1. Season 1, Kanan's was pretty straight. On these newer season, this last season,
He
I was
doing too
like,
much. Yeah, he doing too
that
much.
was extreme. I was like, he really trying to mimic 50, like for real.
He got the faces down point. I give him that. But the accent, I'm like, you going a little too hard now. Mother, we say it sometimes, but not like that. Like,
Gotcha.
I've never said mother. I've always said mother, but I get how it sounds. But he just started. Maybe sometimes they play into the memes too. I think sometimes a lot of shows play into the meme because memes are kind of what kind of help you grow an audience as well.
Gotcha.
People like, I want to watch this because I keep seeing this meme. What does this mean? They start watching the show. So
That's true. Yeah, but like I said, overall, Raising Kanan, the storyline overall is good. However, this is another issue I have with Raising Kanan. I think they focus too much on the side characters to me. And I understand this is we're seeing how Kanan became to be, but a lot like these cop storylines, I don't care. Like this,
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care. I mean Lou, I care about Lou. I care about what's the other uncle name? Marvin. I care about Marvin. Of course, his mama. You know, like his friend Famous. I don't care about his rapping career. And his cousin Juke, I know she's important, but when they did the whole thing with the girl group, I didn't care. I was like, even though that song was tight though, I ain't gonna lie, that song was tight. But
when I heard, I said, Coffin gonna like this.
I like that song though. That song they performed at the mall, that was
Yeah.
tight. But just the overall, the arc of them giving all these people their stories, it's just like, for me, like even like you said, because with the original Power, we know that eventually Juke's character, she becomes a cop and all this other stuff. I'm like, well, we're gonna get to that.
But so we talk about character. It's kind of it's really tough because we critique it and we critique it in our own way because we like that. But it's really tough to talk about how important character development is, and then not have the little subsidiaries or little like detailed stuff because that cop storyline could be the reason why Juke became a cop. It's somewhere down the line because remember she got real cool with that with a detective or a cop who ended up dying, getting killed.
Right. Just
like she did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, and then they had a corrupt cop, just like she was. So it's like, you kind of, I guess I'm assuming, like I can't guess, but their style of writing was also like, okay, well, how can this all tie back into what we originally have?
That's true.
How can we make their minds want to go back and watch more of what we originally had? And so I think of it that way as well.
So as a viewer, I need to be more patient. That's what you're saying. That's what you're
a little bit. Now, Famous, I don't know where he would have came from. I really don't know Famous, but the jukebox thing and the detective and his mother and the brother, I kind of understand that.
It was just a lot as far as like the female cop, right? You know, as far as that she was digging into Howard and all this other stuff. I was just like, yeah, I don't care. Like, but I get what you're saying as far as you're seeing these characters and you're seeing what their development is, how it's going to play into the overall character of these characters that we already know. So yeah. I get that aspect. I just feel like sometimes, again, when we talk about this with the original Power, I think a lot of times they draw it out a little too long.
No, I
you know
agree.
what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Like, you want to take your time and definitely want to develop these people, but I think sometimes it's drawn out a little too long to where you're like, people lose interest.
Well, I think two things. I think one, the theme is needed a little bit because I look at the theme as that family just can't be straight and narrow. Like they have to have some form of corruption, but it also goes back into like Jukebox wasn't really a fan of the corruption at all. She like, why we just can't be normal? But then grew up to not be normal.
Yeah.
Be full of corruptness, right?
Yeah.
But then in the same boat, from what you were saying about being drawn out, I think sometimes the writing, and you know this more than I do because you write, I think sometimes the writers don't know where they're going with it. So I think they kind of like, let's see how long we can drag. Let's see what the audience gravitates to see who we need to put more of attention on next season.
I think that's the danger.
Definitely dangerous.
That's the danger of
Definitely dangerous.
Doing like a prequel. Like when you do like a regular series, I think you can get away with that. But when you're doing like a prequel and you already kind of know what the end result is going to be, I think people are already going to like, all right, when are we going to get to that? Because
we always thinking about, and then we kind of piece things together. Like, okay, who is this person? So we watching old Power and making these theories and stuff like that.
The whole Breeze thing this past season. Because I know one of my homeboys had hit me up, was like, you know who Breeze is, right? I was like, no. I was like, you remember they talked about Breeze? And they sent me all these YouTube clips or whatever, which is crazy because everybody thought Ronnie's brother was Breeze, and clearly wasn't Breeze because Ronnie's brother's dead. But no, Ronnie is the brother.
Yeah, Ronnie. Yeah.
they thought Ronnie was Breeze,
Yeah.
but Ronnie ended up dying because Unique.
Yep.
You know, cause now you need to kill him. What's the mama? The mama killed
Yeah,
him.
they set him up.
Yeah, they all set him up. But Ronnie is alive. No, I keep saying Ronnie. Unique is alive.
Yeah.
Unique is actually alive. They thought he was dead, but he's
Nah,
alive.
I ain't gonna lie. Papa do that. This is their second time. 3 strikes you out now. People can't
What
be
the-
dead
what
and
the
then
first time?
Kanan.
Oh,
we left
oh,
thinking
that's
he was
right.
dead.
That's right. Bro, it's been so long.
This was worse because he died in some part of the season and came back the last episode like, yeah, I'm back, guys. Like, what? No.
Was he really dead or was he just unconscious? Like, really?
We talking about New York
Deep
in the 90s,
unconscious.
right? We talking about his brother Ronnie. Like, everybody else died except him. Like, his brother immune to him. You know what I'm saying? He killed the Connect. Killed all the people. Bare hands sometimes. Like, but your brother, you can't. You hit him with a pole and repeatedly. You dragged him somewhere. Come on now. So how did Unique ever get up and then it's New York we're talking about? This is not a country where he can just go into a home. How did he's new and he's unique. How did he get from point A to point B without being seen?
I guess we'll find out in season 4.
Right, come on.
Do you think Unique is quote unquote Breeze?
No. I don't think that at all. I really don't, and I don't think that in Bree. I think when you look at it, I think Unique might be too old to be Breeze anyway. Like I don't think that they could be that. To me, when I watched this series, I thought that Kanan was older than Breeze. I don't see how that can be.
Gotcha.
Unique is clearly older than Kanan.
Gotcha.
So, but the good thing about stuff like that, I really admire and like is that when they doing this writing, when they putting this kind of content out, and they setting it up this way, and they got these power pages and stuff, it just makes you want to watch it more. So all generates like more viewership because you got your quads, you got people who got their own conspiracy theorists on a show that's already scripted and written.
Mm-hmm.
But in their mind, it has to go this way. The writers already wrote it. They already wrote it 10 months ago. It's already written. But they got all these think pieces, and they push and promote it, and you watch it, and you wonder if they're gonna be right. You wonder if you're gonna be right, and it's like we never right for the most part.
Like the whole theory. Let's go back to the beginning. How everybody still thinks that Ghost is still alive.
And that's the beauty of Power, cause like Ghost was such a dope character that people don't want him dead, and he wasn't worth nothing. He wasn't worth nothing, but they don't want him dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We hated Tyreek. Now everybody like Tyreek. You know what I'm saying? It's just
That's true.
we hated Tyreek for 3-4 seasons straight.
That is true. So back to book 2, which I'm really, like I said, I'm really disappointed that they're ending book 2, but I guess in a way, I guess you want to end on a good note because like you said, even when we watched the original Power, like with certain seasons, me and you talked about it, it was getting kind of like, all right, this season ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So all right, maybe they're like, all right, let's go ahead and conclude this while we can. However, I will say I agree with you with the Tejadas. I love that family, and I feel like I really want, because you were talking about a spinoff. Technically, this is Tariq's spinoff, not the Tejada spinoff. So I feel like the Tejadas, they actually still have the possibility of moving forward into their own situation.
I only said that it probably wouldn't work because how many seasons can you have of that? Because just like with Tyreek, he was still so young. How can you spin it off so much?
But how much do we know? But how much do we really still know about the Tejada family? I feel like they killed the dad off too soon. I feel like for me, they built him up so like big and bad on season 1, and then when he came on season 2 and 3, they like punked him out a little bit. It was like, and the way he got killed too, I was like, that was whack.
And I think a lot of times, we lose track of the show and what it means or it stands for, and it's really just it's power, and everybody got their run of power on that show. Like any given character has either episode or 2 or where they empower, and he was empowered behind the scenes when he came on. Like at that time, they were too strong. They didn't even need him at that point. They didn't need him. They thought they did because of how he had when he's home. Now you home, but I'm like, we doing the same thing. We good. We don't need you. The street done changed. Everything done changed. That transition of power amongst everybody, I like. Cause on one episode, Tariq had the power. Then it could be their mom. Then it could be the detective again. Then it could be it just keep transferring. I like that idea of each episode, a different character can have the power. So I do like that though.
I'm disappointed. I'm still disappointed that we're not getting the influence, that book 5, which was Tate's. spinoff. But
Yeah,
I think
I would like that.
I think because Lorenz Tate is a dynamite actor,
Phenomenal.
and I feel like I really wanted to see him in his element because I mean them adding him to like that he's on book 2, but I kind of feel like he's like just there. I know he's doing little stuff still. He's still being his character, but I still feel like he's just there. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not really. I don't know. He's not shining like how he needs to be.
I just wonder what all that would entail. Like him, his spinoff. What character would you need? What character would you have to bring back? What characters stay? What characters don't stay? Like is it gonna be like Tommy, where it's gonna be a whole new set of characters now because it's politics? There's certain things I think I would think about. I would like to see it to become a big Lorenz Tate fan, and I like to see his work. So yeah, but you mentioned the spinoff with the Tejadas, and I think that'd be doable. I think that'd be dope to do. Because I keep hearing her name in the show for some reason, but Kane. Yeah. When you got Kane, I want to see like how did it start? Because he's so like violence first. I want to know exactly did that stem from he was a kid? I want to know their backstory. We get glimpses of it, but not a full in-depth. This is why,
Right.
So that would be dope to see for the Tejadas. I would like that.
Yeah.
And there's so much you can do with that. Connections that you ain't got to have nobody from Power, and they can have their own spinoff too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I definitely like I said, I would love to see more of that family, even if Mary is not included necessarily, because I will agree her acting has gotten better. It's digestible now.
But she also doing more roles. It's not just a Power thing. She's done some movies now. I think when you're around a real artist, like she's an artist, but isn't it different from art? When you're around artists that's taking this serious, when you got your Woodies and people on the show that actually act for real, you force yourself to the plate. And then I'm pretty social media now. So like her Twitter, her Instagram, they probably like you horrible acting. You see that like you know what? Let me go get as in the gym. Not the gym per se, but our practicing facility. Let me get an acting coach. Let me take this a little more serious, and you watch it back. She probably see it as well. I want to grow. So to see her grow through the season's been dope though.
Yeah. That's what I said. I will give her definitely her kudos with growing. Definitely. Like I said, it's digestible now. And I also too with Method Man. I love his character too. I think season 3 though they watered him down a lot on this past season.
Yeah.
Because like I said, he came in hot on season 1. But I think season 3, they kind of watered him down. I mean, the only storyline the only time you really saw him get like the acting shots when his brother killed himself.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I said, man, I'm interested to see what they do with this final season, especially with it breaking up into 2 parts. I'm interested to see what the conclusion is going to be. I'm not going to predict anything. I feel like if I try to predict anything, it's going to be wrong. So I'm just going to let it be what it is.
Tariq dies.
Seriously?
Yeah, he does. I'm just going off pattern. When they said it's the last of Power, Ghost dies. So I feel like it's gonna be the last of Tariq. He went around crazy. You saying seriously as if like he ain't into it like mad people. Like any given day. First of all, he's not driving. So let's start there. He did drive the last couple episodes. Thank God. He must have.
Yeah, he got a car now, right?
Yeah. For now.
Yeah.
But he gets himself in situations. Every episode you think it's the end, and I feel like that's gonna be his downfall. He doing too much at a short time where his dad had to like walk before you crawl. Tariq never crawl; he just started running. Think about it. He caught his first body trying to defend his sister.
That's true.
He was too young, so it wasn't really made for him, but he made it. He made it fit him.
Yeah.
So I do think that. Yeah, I think he loses it. That's it.
Dang, that's gonna be crazy. Tasha gonna lose 2 kids.
Yeah, the question now, who does it? I don't know, but it gotta be somebody close to it. It could be Tasha. I don't know, but we'll see.
That's wild. So speaking of Power, Ghost, all the stuff. So we got the prequel now that they're gonna be developing. Tommy and Ghost, which I was a little confused. I thought that's what Raising Kanan was gonna be. I thought we was gonna like meet Ghost and Tommy on Raising Kanan, but now Tommy. So the question is, will Kanan be on this
100% probably.
So are we gonna still have Raising Kanan and the Origins?
This is my theory. I think now that you say that, I think that was gonna happen. They're gonna have another Raising Kanan, another season. They're gonna start the other one with Tommy and Ghost because he's older than them.
Right.
And then the two will collide. I feel like it'll just collide.
Cause I just don't see the Origins. I think it's gonna be called Power Origins. I don't see Origins and Raising Kanan existing in the same.
Well, it has to because Kanan raised them.
Right.
So we have to see Kanan be raised first to see how he raises them. And now how Kanan was, it makes sense. He's from a messed up family, man. They really, his mom's is, dog. Planting a gun on your son is insane.
Absolutely.
That's your form of parenting. So it makes everything that Kanan did make sense because that's all Kanan was. Kanan was a master manipulator, but look at who his mom was, bro. Right. And that's your mom.
I still hold on to the theory that Kanan offs his mom.
Kanan what?
Kanan offs his mom. I thought in Power. No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You might be right. I think Kanan's gonna kill his mom.
But from the Kanan that we've seen in the original, like the Power, I can see that.
That's what I'm saying. He killed his own son.
He has no care for family. Did he kill Jukebox?
He killed Jukebox. Yeah, because Jukebox was about to kill Tariq.
So instead of say, if you're his family, he'll kill you. He don't care. Like he don't care who you are, son, mother, brother, grandma. He don't care. Yeah. He's gonna kill you, and laugh afterwards. But I can see how somebody like that grows into somebody like that because everything he's seeing. Like you mentioned Tyreek, how he had to kill somebody so young. Well, Kanan had to get in he was the first season. He was like a regular kid. The first episode, and then by episode 3, he didn't kill somebody.
Yeah.
And it's just like life just changed like that.
Wow.
New York in the 90s. It's kind of crazy.
Wow, bro.
And everybody knew about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
this is gonna be, like I said, I think this is gonna be very interesting as far as the what we're gonna get. Only thing I just have to say is, let's work on Force, man. Let's work on.
We gotta get some familiar characters over there. I think that's what it is. Get some familiar characters on Force. I think it'll be more lighter on the eyes and more easy to follow. But we got a whole bunch of new characters, and the only one we know was Tommy. So we trying to like pinpoint like why it matters. That, like, because Tommy really should just get up and go back to New York. In my opinion, he should just get up and go back to New York. Like all the extra stuff they're doing, but I get it. Something new. They're trying something. It's something different from the other ones. I get it. It's cool, but it ain't my cup of tea. That Force should be out with another series. It should never be out by itself. It should be able to, like, you watch Raising Kanan, then Force, or vice versa, or Force should be a BMF, one or the other. But Force shouldn't carry a season by itself. Like it should never carry a quarter by itself. That's insane.
Gotcha.
I don't want to watch Force and within what after that. Cause now I'm just stuck. Like, okay, what happened?
Right.
A lot of time watching, I'm just like, okay. Well, that was that. You know? So nah.
Yeah.
For Force, the think pieces are better than the series to me. I'd rather just watch somebody talk about it than actually watch it. With that. So.
Well, yeah, we're definitely. I feel like we're at this point. We are forced to watch it.
That's funny. No pun intended. That's funny. They knew what they was doing.
Yeah, man. But yeah, bro. Like I said, I'm curious to see how all this is gonna play out with Ghost ending and with Origins. When we get Origins, so we'll see what happens.
I see good things for the future though. Like they've been doing a better job writing sometime, but Power had this thing where they will lose you sometime in the middle of the season because like you have 2-3 episodes that's like about nothing. Then the last 3 would just be.
I just don't want the soap opera treatment. And when I mean the soap opera treatment, I don't want people to just keep unaliving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's what if I want to watch people that die and then come back, I will watch Young and the Restless. I just really, I feel like I watch this. The Power has the street realness element that we all like to watch. And I feel like keep it how it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't like, but even what we're unique though, I feel like first of all, I think Joey Badass is awesome, and I think he's phenomenal. He's killing that role. Honestly, to me, he's carrying the show. Yeah. But that's just me.
Well, you said he carrying the show. I don't know. Like that's a.
You don't think so?
It's a bit much. My man was gone for 5 episodes. But I mean. I do like I've liked his character, the development is great, but he started off on fire. Like he came in like from season 1 on fire too. So
Yeah, I'm gonna stick by my statement. I think Joey Badass is carrying the show, and I think like you said, his character, like I said, his characters, it's intriguing to me, and I think that just him returning, I think that was a dope reveal to me. Like I said again, I don't because when somebody gets shot and you see the bullets like go where the parts, where the chest and then the head and stuff. Okay, now you dead, right? You're gone. But like I think with his situation with his brother hitting him, I don't like. I feel like that's still survivable.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, obviously, but I mean, I don't think that's as bad. So that's not as bad. I'm cool with that unalive. That unalive is fine. But I'm talking about Ghost got shot.
But people get shot and survive. You know, 50
I mean,
got shot 9 times.
But he got. Oh well, that's true. But
and one above the neck, so you can't really.
That's true.
The dude from Paid in Full really got shot in the head for real. He got shot 6 times. And he survived.
Well,
people survive. So I'm not mad at it.
You take away my theory.
It could have been a 22. It could have been a high point. You know, those guns don't really kill people sometimes. So maybe one of them survival guns. But I mean, I wouldn't even call it unalive. I just think that they made us believe. You know, and it seems like a lot of time went by. So in my mind, I'm thinking New York. What was he doing? What did he eat? Where did he go?
I guess we'll find out on season 4.
Did he go to the hospital? I mean, and if he did, so nobody from Queens saw him. This is a big drug dealing figure. So nobody looking for him. It's just a lot of questions I would have. But like I said, it's New York in 90. I didn't care. It's just probably whatever, you know. But I get it. It's just entertainment. So I get it. I don't want to go too far. But I wasn't alive. It's just like, all right, what was you at though? Like, come on. So you ain't go see your kid or your son. You just been chilling the cut. And out of nowhere, they called you. Like, how'd you know to meet there? Who spoke to you? Did Rock already know you was alive? You know what I'm saying? So it's something I would want to question.
Yeah.
Maybe Rock just knew. But I don't know.
We'll see. We'll find out. I'm curious to see what.
What was your thoughts on that? I didn't get to ask you that.
What?
On Rock and Unique's relationship. That last season, like them getting together. What was your thoughts on that?
I knew that was gonna happen. That
build up.
That build up was there. There was a lot of tension.
We didn't really get a black. That's like the closest we come to our black version of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, because they pretty much should have killed each other a long time ago, and they've had chances to. You know, so that was like that's funny how we get our black romance. I could have killed you. You could have killed me. We didn't. Let's kiss. It's kind of crazy.
Let's kiss and do other things.
I know, right? Let me kill a different way.
On week.
That's crazy.
Is there anything else that you want to talk about as far as the Power universe is concerned?
Nah, I love the show. I love watching it. I wish. I don't know why. One of them shows I wish it was on Netflix. You can watch it all in one. I hate having to wait week after week. I mean, it's cool, but sometimes, like I said, that middle part of the season when episode 5 and 6 ain't really hitting like you think. Yeah, that's a month. That's a month because sometimes they stop. So you got 5, 6, for whatever reason they stop.
They take a break. Let's take a little break.
And then the next season, I'm like, damn. So in 3 weeks I got nothing. And then the last 2 they hit you with pow, pow, pow. So now you're waiting for the whole another year. Or some change, so I don't like that. But I mean, I get the anticipation part.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens, man. But I'm looking forward to seeing what's to come. I mean, so I guess in the meantime, we'll just sit here and watch BMF.
You don't like BMF, do you?
No. Do I? I can't say I don't like BMF because I'm sitting here watching it. It's tolerable.
Yeah, I went you on there because I haven't watched the last 2 episodes, and that would never happen with Power. But I like it. I just, it's just like one of them things. Like I'm gonna watch it because it's like Forrest. Like, I'm gonna watch it because it's there, and I watch it because it's from the same cloth as the other things I watch. And I just feel like as a supporter, I have to support them like they care about me per se, right? But I have to support them. And I do like the writing style, but the BMF is just a little different sometimes because like it's loosely based on some real stuff. So, but I like the character development of the family, like Charles and them. I do like that, the memes and stuff. I like that a little bit. So, it's cool.
I'm a Russell Hornsby fan, so I love Russell Hornsby.
Yeah.
I think the actress name is McCall. plays the mom. She's been on everything in the '90s. She was on Family Matters, Living Single. Like she was on a lot of stuff.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince of
She was
Bel-Air.
the nerdy girl, kept buying Will Smith clothes. I didn't know that.
So yeah, she's been putting in work. So like, the parents are definitely the main reason I actually watch the show because I love the storyline. Da Vinci's good. He plays Terry. He was an All-American.
Yeah, I liked him. Yeah. He's
So,
a good actor though.
Yeah,
he's a good actor.
Dope actor.
I actually would like to see him in a feature film, like a real feature film, like a movie. Like I would want to see his range as far as carrying a script or carrying a movie. He don't get to carry nothing. We see him as supporting roles all the time. Even though he's the better actor out of the brothers, the other brother's more important to the film because that's actually Meech.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So, and then All American, it was Spence. That was so. I never got to see him in a this is mine's kind of roles. I would like to see him in that to see if I still like him as an actor.
Yeah.
That'd be the determining factor. Can you carry a role? Can you carry a movie or a show or a script? So
yeah. I'm gonna apologize to the audience. My dog is barking. I don't understand why he's doing that. He knows it's podcast time and he just decides that he wants to bark whenever but it's not just you though, bro. It's like whenever I'm recording, he decides he could be quiet for hours, ain't doing nothing. When I start setting up equipment and start recording, he wants to bark.
That's him clapping for you, man. He's supporting you. Go, Carlton. That's what that bark is saying. Really.
Well, Maine, I appreciate you, man, for being here.
Yeah,
I wanted to keep it light on this episode. I've been talking about some heavy stuff on the pod. I was like, I want to do something light and fun this time.
You've been doing a good job. Like you've been being consistent too. So I like that the most, more than anything, because the content, whether it's good, great, bad, that's gonna grow with anything. But being consistent is super, super tough when you got all these statistics out there day by day. So you might not get the amount of views you want on this, or you might not get the amount of likes you want on this. But to be consistent and keep going and keep going and keep going, regardless of whatever, that's amazing. And I can tell that your mindset, you're not even looking at numbers. You're just putting stuff out at a rapid pace to where you can't even really focus on the last thing. Whether you look at it, you might look at it, but I'm saying that's not your main focus. It's just putting the content out. And I can see that in the work. So that's amazing.
I appreciate that. That is huge coming from the king of podcasting.
I love consistency, man. There's just something about it. I'd be like, yo, this is good. Let me watch. And if I keep seeing that, now I want to watch more of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm intrigued now to go back and watch it all like in the spurt of things too. So
I don't know why he's doing this to me. He knows I cry easily now since I done gotten older. So I don't know why he's doing this.
Yeah, you
right
have
now.
cried a lot since you got. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you have. But it's cool, man. I think that's life, man. Like life happened, man. You go slow without crying sometimes. Like that's why you should. I think you should. If anybody listening, if you ain't crying, go ahead and cry, because there's gonna be a point in your life you're just gonna not be able to stop crying. Okay, I feel like you have to make up for all the times you didn't cry. That's just my theory. I be feeling that way because like you could go 10, 12 years without, which is insane. It's not human. That's not even human to do. Going 15 years without crying, like you have no emotion to crying at all, and then you just start crying out of nowhere. So, yeah, don't be so strong that you can't be strong. For real.
Oh man! But on that note, y'all, this has been an awesome episode talking about power. I'm looking forward to seeing what's to come. I'm looking forward to more great content with my guy here, Maine. Maine, tell the people where they can find you, how they can listen to your content.
Oh, you find me on YouTube. Type in More Than the Masters. On Instagram is Great Maine. On Facebook is Bobby Boucher.
His name is not Bobby in real life, people.
It's definitely not Bobby.
It's not Bobby. It's so funny. People come up to you, be like, "Hey, Bobby."
Yo,
I'm like, his name is definitely not Bobby.
Names just ain't the thing, cause like I did it being funny, but also I feel like it's easy. It's Bobby, right? But then now I'm finding myself, people start to talk and say that a lot. I'm like, yo, that's not my name. But then I'm like, damn, do I want to go through the whole Jermaine thing? Do I want to go through that? How to spell it? Bobby is fine, you know. Bobby is fine. So that'd be my thing. I just be like, I ain't really got time to be explaining why you should call me this, call me that. I was at work the other day, like, I work somewhere new now, and dude was like, Bobby. I'm like, hey, don't start that. I'm telling, don't start it. Don't start it. You call me Jermaine. Y'all can call me Jermaine. Y'all don't know me. Don't call me Bobby, bro. Please. That really bothers me. I'm not friends with you on Facebook. Don't call me. But I guess it's the character as well. Yeah, so that's cool.
That's true. All right, man. We appreciate you being here, and this is another episode. No problem, brother. No problem. And this is KARLTON'S World. Y'all, he is literally going through bags. So I'm trying to do my exit.
My bad. I'm trying to get the banana. Hey, stay healthy, kids.
Oh my gosh! All right, y'all. It's another day here on KARLTON'S World. Y'all be easy. Peace.
Oh no. I've been trying to get the banana for a long time.